Okay. I'm I don't think I'll ever post it, but if I do, I just have to be real and just share how much that I'm exhausted. I'm very exhausted. I got a lot going on, and my everything, I'm on the edge. And it's not anyone's fault. Um, it's not anything that I did wrong. It's just the condition of the world, the condition of just, I don't know, responsibilities, how that works. It's just, I don't know. It just feels like an uphill battle when I'm not financially literate in some senses, and I'm still trying to figure out and put pieces together, but ultimately what I need is to be schooled on financial literacy and understand how to work money better. And I wish I didn't have to know, but I need to know, because running a business and trying to understand how to make my business thrive when financially I'm illiterate, and that has put me in a position where I'm overspending, and most of my overspending is coming from taking larger amounts of money and investing it in my business in different places, but they just seem like a good idea at the moment, or I'm investing thinking about the bigger picture of why I'm investing, but then I'm ending up over investing and then ending up having to try to figure out how do I make my investment worth investing. And the return on the money on the what's the term, making my money back from that investment. And I know it's possible. It's the only thing that I'm having trouble with is the timeline of how it's supposed to go, and I'm sure it's a different way to do it, and the timeline and the structure and all that. But ultimately there are people out here that have that knowledge, that deserve to be paid for that knowledge, but I don't have the money to pay them. I mean, I could research, I can ask questions. However, that takes time, and I don't have a lot of time a lot of the times to do that. I can make time easily. However, I have a lot going on, and that's no one else's fault but my own. Ultimately, all of this is me. I know I can help myself by reaching out. It's just exhausting to think about, to having to do all that. I'm just so exhausted. It's exhausting to try to put the pieces together to something you've never imagined having to do. It's exhausting. I'm just exhausted. And I don't want anything to be handed to me at all, but I shouldn't even say but doesn't go into that sentence. I don't want everything handed to me. I just need to be led. I need to be, essentially, I want to be, in a position to help myself better and understand things better. It's like the more I'm getting older and having to invest in things or have to do X, Y, and Z to get A, B, C, it just takes so much out of me. I'm just like, not knowing feels like defeat. But how is it that I'm supposed to know this if I've never been taught it the correct way? So I could surround myself with all the people in the world that have the information, but again, those people deserve to be paid for their information. I just don't have the money to pay them, and I wouldn't dare ask them to do it for free. I mean, I could and offer. What can I offer? I could offer to do something for them that doesn't degrade me, of course. But it's like, what am I willing to give? I feel like I don't have nothing to give outside of art, haircut, support, promote. But that's not enough. That can't possibly be enough. And if it's someone that doesn't utilize anything that I have to use or that I have to offer, then what good am I to them? That sounds harsh and really, really wrong. I'm just trying to figure out a peaceful way of saying it and a peaceful way of delivering it and accepting it. It's just, I'm exhausted. I'm tired of being exhausted. The easy fix would be to just get a large sum of money and actually budget it and place it where that money can grow. The fact that I've gotten 2 PPP loans since the pandemic is a blessing. However, the only thing that I have to show for it is that my bills have been paid. And that alone, I don't like it. That's what ultimately most of that money went to, trying to put all my bills, like, not put on my bills, but the idea was to pay up bills and help keep my business afloat, help keep my car in order. It's just like, I thought I was being smart in a sense with the way that I was spending the money, but ultimately, what do I have to show for it? Is that I got through the pandemic for most of that pandemic, and it's still going on. But I gotta end this because my client's here.